Go. Well, welcome to the January 23rd, 2023 meeting of the Sacramento Regional Transit Board of Directors. This is a virtual meeting. All speakers, the board, and staff, please announce your name when you begin to speak. This meeting is being live streamed, and the slide on the screen shows the information on how to join the webinar via Zoom. You can also call into the meeting at 253-215-8782, and the webinar access code is 837-9338-8162. If you're participating by phone, please push *9 to indicate a desire to comment. If you are joining us online through Zoom, please push the raise hand button. Be sure to unmute yourself when it is your turn to speak and voluntarily state your name for the record. With that, would the clerk please call the roll?
Director Budge.
Here.
Director Daniels. Director Hume.
Here.
Director Jennings.
Here.
Director Kozlowski.
Here.
Director Kozlowski is attending as alternate for the City of Folsom this evening. And Director Laloe.
Here.
Director Maple.
Here.
Director Cerna.
Here.
Director Singh Allen.
Here.
Director Valenzuela.
Here.
And Chair Kennedy.
Here.
All right, with that, we have a quorum with 10 votes.
Okay, if you would do me the honor of joining me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, for the 5 o'clock portion of our meeting, we first have one consent item. Would the clerk please call the next item then?
So we have the consent calendar item 1.1.
Okay. Is there anyone on the board who has a question on item 1.1?
I will move approval.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion by Director Budge and a second by Mr. Jennings. Is there any public comment?
I do not have any public comment.
Okay, then please call the roll.
Director Budge.
Yes.
Director Daniels. Director Hume.
Aye.
Director Jennings.
Yes.
Director Kozlowski.
Yes.
Director Laloe.
Aye.
Director Maple.
Aye.
Director Cerna.
Aye.
Director Singh Allen.
Aye.
Director Valenzuela.
Yes.
And Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
All right, consent item passes with 10 votes.
Okay, next item, please.
The next item, we have 3 closed session items. 2.1, conference with labor negotiator. The district negotiator is David Topaz. 2 employee organizations, the local ATU 256 Elk Grove unit and the local AFSCME 146 supervisors unit. And 2.2, conference with legal counsel for anticipated litigation, Munoz versus Sacramento. And 2.3, conference with legal counsel for existing litigation for 2 cases, Tariq Castillo versus Sacramento and Morrison versus Sacramento.
All right, with that, we will recess into closed session. Do we need to do anything or how are we going to do this, Tabitha?
Yeah, I don't see any public comment. And at this time, make sure the board has all the necessary stuff to log into the closed session. And then we'll put a template on this screen and then you can return back to this original webinar when you're done for the regular meeting at 5:30.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do now?
Leave.
Log out of this meeting and then join the closed session Zoom link.
Got it.
And then I'll hop on there and take the roll and then we'll go from there.
Thank you.
All right,
Well,
thank you.
Tabitha, I'm sorry, we're supposed to go to the other link right now?
Yes, go to the closed session link.
Oh, I thought I had come on the closed session link to start out with. Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
I apologize. The closed session is running a little bit late. So as soon as they've returned, we will start the regularly scheduled meeting.
Just let me know, Tabitha.
Okay, I think we're close. I think we definitely have a quorum if you want to go ahead and get started.
Okay, great. Then with that, we will come back into open session. Will the clerk please call the roll to establish a quorum?
Director Budge,
Yes. Here.
Director Daniels, Director Daniels, Director Hume,
Yes, here.
Director Jennings,
I am here.
Director Kozlowski,
Here.
and Director Kozlowski is attending as alternate for the city of Folsom this evening. Director Laloe,
Here.
Director Maple,
Here.
Director Cerna,
Here.
Director Singh Allen,
Here.
Director Valenzuela,
Here.
Chair Kennedy.
Here.
And with that, we have a quorum at 10 votes, and this meeting of the Sacramento Regional Transit District will be cablecast on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on Comcast Consolidated Communications, and AT&T Uverse cable systems. This meeting is closed caption and webcast at metro14live.saccounty.gov. Today's meeting replays Thursday, January 26th at 2 p.m. and Sunday, January 29th at 12 p.m. on Channel 14. This meeting can also be viewed at youtube.com/Metro Cable 14.
All right, thank you very much. Is Olga on? I don't see her.
I believe she is on.
I am here, Chair Kennedy.
Okay, is there anything to report out of closed session?
Not at this time.
Thank you. We will dispense with, regardless of what the agenda says, the Pledge of Allegiance. I think we've covered that adequately. So we will move to consent at this time. Is there any item that the board member would like to discuss or has questions on consent? That would be 2.1 through 2.11. Hearing none, is there any member of the public at this time that would like to address the board on an item on consent? And okay, go ahead.
I do have one written public comment from Barbara Stanton with Ridership for the Masses on item 2.8.
Okay, please read it.
Yes. Ridership for the Masses opposes adopting continued suspension and routes that riders had relied. We also fail to comprehend how the suspension of route number 81 that has an above average minority and low income ridership is offset by keeping route 142 suspended. Would someone from SACRT explain this offset concept to us? Also, in the justification paragraph, it says if Smart Ride funding is going to sunset on June 30, 2023, what does this funding source have to do with regular bus route service? And James Drake, Senior Manager Service Planning, he did talk with Barbara on the phone and exchanged emails with her to answer her questions.
Okay, so as far as we know, she's satisfied with the answer that we gave her?
As far as I know, and
Okay. Okay. Any other items, any other members of the public have an item on consent they'd like to discuss?
Jeffrey Tartagia has his hand up.
Jeffrey, welcome.
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate the factor of explaining with the closed session and when it said 5:30, when you did restart. I observe a number of things on the consent docket that really hope that you can do a better job of explaining in the future. Because it had to be complex to go through and read things to figure out what you were trying to say and mean. Again, please make it better accessibility for the public to understand what you are proposing to be doing. And that's my public comment.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Good to see you. Any other member of the public?
I don't see any other hands up.
Okay, so I don't see any hands from the board members. So at this time, we'll take a motion.
Mr. Chair, I will move approval of consent calendar items 2.1 through 2.11.
Hume,
Okay.
second.
All right, we have a motion by Director Budge and a second by Director Hume. Please call the roll.
Director Budge,
Yes.
Director Daniels,
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings. Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Director Laloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Singh Allen,
Aye.
Director Valenzuela,
Yes.
and Chair Miller.
Or Kennedy.
I'm sorry. Chair Kennedy, I even.
Aye.
All right, consent calendar passes with 11 votes.
Okay, thank you very much. That takes us to item number 3.
Okay, 3.1, presentation, Transportation Security Administration's Gold Standard Award and introduction of special guest James Duncan, Regional Security Director, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which will be presented by Lisa Hines.
Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Chair. And Adam, can you share my presentation, please?
James Duncan.
Chair Kennedy and members of the board, I am Lisa Hines, the Vice President of Security, Safety, and Customer Satisfaction here at SACRT. Tonight, I am presenting SACRT Safety and Security highlights. Placing safety and security as our top priority has increased our ability to provide a clean, safe, and convenient system. For the past 7 years, SACRT has made tremendous improvements in safety and security measures. Some examples include making the Security Operations Center, SOC, a 24/7 operation, purchasing the phone application Alert SACRT, relocating the Security Operations Center inside Sacramento Police Department's Real-Time Crime Center, implementing the Transit Ambassador Program, placing a focus on customer service, using the app Informacast to send out agency-wide messages, and a board-approved workplace violence policy with an established threat assessment team. In 2021, SACRT launched a 5-year strategic plan, and regional transit police services continued with additional safety and security improvements. An example I want to share is the addition of a social service practitioner to assist people experiencing homelessness throughout our system. In the past year, our practitioner has been instrumental in providing resources and on-track safety education to hundreds of people experiencing homelessness. All of our hard work as an agency has not gone unrecognized. In 2019, TSA awarded SACRT the coveted Gold Standard Award. In 2020, American Public Transportation Association, also known as APTA, recognized SACRT with the Rail Safety and Security Award. In 2021, we again won the same APTA Rail Safety and Security Award for a second time. Also in 2021, Women in Transportation Sacramento, WTS, awarded SACRT with the Sacramento's Innovative Transportation Solutions Award for SACRT's social worker program. Tonight, we have Christopher Abundo, Adam Carney, Dawn Hedrick, and Regional Security Director James Duncan from TSA with us. SACRT, under the leadership of Henry Lee, are being honored once again by TSA this evening. I would like to go ahead and introduce James Duncan, who will be presenting SACRT with the 2022 TSA Gold Standard Award.
Hi, thank you, Lisa. Good evening, all. My name is James Duncan. I'm the TSA Regional Security Director for 8 Western states, including California. And it's my pleasure to be here tonight to recognize the truly exceptional work that Sacramento Regional Transit District has done to ensure security preparedness for its passengers, its operations, and for the Sacramento community. TSA's Gold Standard Award is the highest level of recognition TSA can confer on a transit agency. It follows a rigorous evaluation of 17 categories of security and emergency preparedness through TSA's Baseline for Security Enhancement Program. The BASE program evaluates the entirety of a transit agency's operations, including security plan, security training, drills and exercises, public outreach, and other categories. TSA has oversight of 6,800 public transit agencies in the country. Each year, TSA evaluates numerous transit agencies, but only a fraction of those earn the Gold Standard Award. In fact, for the fiscal year 2022, SACRT was one of just 4 entities that achieved scores high enough to earn that award. So it really is, we don't hand these out. It's really a truly exceptional accomplishment. And this accomplishment wouldn't be possible without the commitment to excellence of SACRT's leadership. In this respect, I'd like to commend CEO Henry Lee for his dedication to the security mission. I'd also like to recognize the efforts of Lisa Heinz and security experts Mark Sakoy, I may not have pronounced his name correctly, and Tino Bamberger. We've worked closely with these folks during the base assessments, and their contributions have been invaluable. SACRT's accomplishments reflect not just a vision for security in Sacramento, but also the hard work and dedication necessary to make that vision a reality. TSA is proud of its strong partnership with SACRT, and we very much look forward to our continued work. SACRT remains one of our most valued and strong security partners. The fact that this is the second time that SACRT has earned the Gold Standard Award really is testament to extraordinary commitment, not just to developing, but to sustaining a high level of security awareness and operations. So on behalf of TSA, I'm very pleased to present to you, although virtually, the Gold Standard Award. I believe we've conveyed it physically to someone. I don't know if you'll be able to hold it up, but you can see it on the screen. I should note that if you're noting the difference between the tall, handsome man in the picture and myself, that's not me. That's my friend and colleague, Sid Hanna, the Federal Security Director at Sacramento International Airport. And I believe that's a picture of him presenting the 2019 award. I believe I'll be meeting with some of you in Sacramento in the coming weeks, so I don't want you to be disappointed when I walk through the door. That being said, I really sincerely want to thank you for your leadership in the security world. You're a tremendous partner, and it's an honor to be able to present to you this Gold Standard Award. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Director Duncan, for your strong leadership and generous, gracious recognition. We are truly honored to be recognized for our outstanding work and we will continue to strive for the highest level of excellence in the years to come with you guys' strong support and guidance. The award, as you said, is only given out to a handful of transit agencies across the nation. And this prestigious award reflects our commitment, firm commitment to our safety and security programs that benefit our riders, hundreds of thousands of riders, and the whole entire Sacramento region. Congratulations to all involved in cultivating a tremendous safety culture, especially from our board of directors. And I believe 7 years ago, or 8 years ago, Chair Sarah specifically launched that program to improve our safety and security. And thank you again, Director Duncan, for joining us tonight.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Is there any member of the board at this time that has any comments to be made? No. Is there any member of the pub? Oh, sorry. Mr. Laloy, I believe, has his hand up.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Being a new member, obviously I have zero history with this commission, but from being at the city council and all the feedback that I've received from my colleagues and what I've seen with our regional transit, really, I want to say a huge thank you to our CEO, Mr. Henry Lee. Obviously, without your vision and staff and a great team that you have, none of this could be possible. So grateful to you for always stepping in when we need help, especially at city level, for creating these wonderful programs where our students or ridership for free and even programs for our unhoused. So really grateful to your leadership, and my sincerest thanks to all the staff within the department for making these available. So grateful to you, and looking forward for another one of these plaques coming for 2023.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Director Jennings.
Thank you very much. I just want to kind of join my colleague in acknowledging Henry Lee and Lisa Hines and the entire RT team, all the workers who are out there every single day, all those who are out there making the dream come true of winning their version of the Super Bowl. This is their version of the Super Bowl as we get ready to have the very best team in the entire world. This is their version of winning the Super Bowl right here in Sacramento. And so, I mean, this is really, the gold standard award and a commitment to excellence and being the best in safety and security. It doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better. And so we got to tell the world that we are the Super Bowl champions of security and safety. And I just want to let everybody know I'm so proud. If I had my own children here, I couldn't be more proud of my staff at RT than I am of my own children. So I just want to let you know, great job. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you very much, Director Jennings, for your characteristic understatement. Ms. Maple.
All right. Well, I don't want to belabor it. I join my colleagues in thanking you, Henry, and your team and everyone at SAC-RT. As a new member, I can tell you from the outside looking in that SAC-RT is just so well respected in the community. But I talk to community members all the time, and they see the work that goes on. And you've just been, in the short time that I've been working with you, have been wonderful to work with. Always willing to innovate, to be creative, and really solutions oriented. So I'm grateful for your work and looking forward to working together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Budge.
Thank you, Chair. Nobody could top Rick's enthusiasm, but I really just do want to give out a shout out to Lisa and her team. Putting her in this position several years ago was just a genius move. Henry, thank you so much, and appreciate her commitment to working with the partners that are served along the regional transit route, and continue to work with all of us every day, and ensuring that the experience that we provide for our customers is the best that it can be. So,
Thank you very much. Ms. Singh Allen.
Well, no one can try to beat Director Jennings here, given that he's a football legend of his own right with the Hall of Fame. But I'm a big fan of you, Mr. Lee, and SAC RT. Want to thank you and the team. The city of Elk Grove appreciates all of the great work that you all do. This is well-deserved recognition. So safety and security obviously is important for everyone, for all the ridership. And you do great work in alleviating some of those concerns, getting our students to school in a timely fashion, working with with your regional partners to make sure that the different cities' needs are being met. So thank you, and kudos and congratulations to the entire team.
Thank you very much. Any other board members? Do we have any member of the public that would like to speak on this item?
I don't see any hands up.
Okay, then. Well, I will just wrap it up by saying to Director Duncan, thank you for taking the time to be here, and kudos to your agency for for recognizing that we are the best, and we sincerely appreciate that. As was said, it is a team effort, and speaking of teams, I notice Mr. Jennings, that's the 49ers behind Lisa, not the Raiders. But thank you all for doing what you do. We talk a lot about clean, safe, and convenient. We really mean it, and this is just evidence of it's not just a catchphrase, it's actually what our commitment is to our community. So thank you very much, and thank you again, Mr. Duncan. Okay, next item, please.
The next item is item number 6, public addresses the board on matters not on the agenda.
Do we have anyone signed up or raised hand?
Stephen Barasa has his hand up.
Okay, Stephen, go ahead. I can't see you, Stephen, but I'm guessing you're muted.
Stephen, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Tonight I want to call your attention to the light rail bridge spanning 19th Street next to Bark Park. As you know, a number of years ago, there was a mural with dogs, which complemented the neighborhood, and then graffiti vandals tagged the entire bridge. And then months later, maybe longer, a crew came out and covered the graffiti with green paint. And of course, they knew that their efforts were somewhat in futility, because the minute they get the work done, it creates a big, broad canvas for the taggers to come back. And that's exactly what they did. And something that was really stunning, because, it seemed like overnight you had all these big tags covering the bridge once again. So it seemed like that was a coordinated effort to pull that off between a number of people. But I do notice that there is a security camera there, but it seems like it could be more robust to observe the area. I don't see why you couldn't take security cameras and the voice of God and have the wires coming from 16th Street and running them along the catenary wires over there to have a more robust system to deter vandals. Also, bear in mind, this is typical. There's a utility box, it gets tagged, and then, months later, someone comes out and covers it with paint. But the taggers know that it's going to be months, maybe longer before they'll come out again. And so they'll come in and tag it. So the idea is when you want to do an operation like this, you want to really plan for 2, maybe 3 times in a row to cover it up with paint, because once they see that you're more concerted at doing this, they're less likely to keep, going back and forth. Paint does cost money. And so that's it. I just wanted to, hopefully you'll make an effort. It really degrades the neighborhood. It is a charming spot of town with the historic homes, Fremont Park, the Safeway with the shopping complex, the Bark Park, and it really does deter and degrades the neighborhood. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And I'm sure that Mr. Lee and his staff were taking notes. I appreciate you being here tonight. Any others?
I don't see any other hands up.
Okay. Then with that, we will go on to the next item.
The next item is 7.1, the motion for chair and vice chair of the Sacramento Regional Transit Board of Directors for 2023. This item will be presented by myself. At the December 12th meeting, the SAC-RT Board of Directors adopted a motion to nominate Vice Chair Patrick Kennedy as chair and Director Rick Jennings as vice chair of the SAC-RT Board of Directors for 2023. And at this time, the board is being formally asked to nominate the chair and vice chair.
Thank you very much. Is there any member of the board that would like to have discussion on this item? Okay, do we have anyone from the public?
I don't see any hands up.
All right, then. Do we have a motion?
Hearing none, I will move approval of nominating Mr. Kennedy for chair and Mr. Jennings for vice chair.
Second.
I believe Mr. Kozlowski got in there with the second. All right. Please call the roll.
Director Budge,
Yes.
Director Daniels.
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Director Laloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Singh Allen,
Yes.
Director Valenzuela,
Yes.
and Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
Motion passes with 11 votes.
Thank you very much, board. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Next item. Now we're moving on to the to item 7.2, which is our annual sausage making exercise. So we'll just try to make this look as smooth as we can. So please read the first item.
Okay, so the next item, 7.2, SAC-RT Board and Commission appointments, also presented by myself. There are 6 actions in front of you this evening. The staff reports indicate the current member appointments and staff recommendations. And the first action is appointing 2 board members and 1 alternate board member to the Capital Corridor Joint Powers Authority.
Okay, now these have to be done, the first several have to be done by motion rather than just appointment. So is there anybody at this time who is interested in serving on the CCJPA? Not all at once now.
I would be happy to do that.
Okay, who is that? Brett?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Mr. Daniels. We need one more.
I'm happy to join.
Sure. Either one, no, go for it.
If you would prefer to, happy to.
Go for it.
Okay, all right, then I'll be happy to stay on as the alternate. So the board will make a motion that Director Maple and Director Daniels be the members of the CCJPA, and I will serve as alternate.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Director Kozlowski and a second by Director Budge. And
Chair Kennedy, alternate. There's 2 members and 2 alternates.
oh, okay. We need another alternate.
Oh,
Chair, if I can throw my name in there, unless Mayor Sing
Go for
Alan.
it.
No,
Go for it. It's okay. I'm all about regionalism. It's all good.
I'll
Okay.
amend my motion to include Director Loloe as second alternate.
Okay, the seconder of the motion,
Sure, but can I point out that the agenda actually says one alternate board member?
that's what I thought too.
In
So
that case, Chair, I remove my name as a second.
actually,
I think they were assuming I was going to stay on as alternate, so it's a new one. I believe. Is that correct,
Got it.
Tabitha?
yes, so we have Chair Kennedy as an alternate, and we need two members and
Right.
to nominate two members and one alternate.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
All right.
yes, second.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a motion by Kozlowski and a second by Budge.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so Director Budge,
Yes,
Director Daniels,
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Director Loloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Sing Allen,
Yes.
Director Valenzuela,
Yes.
and Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes with 11 votes.
All right. Next item.
The next item is appointing one alternate board member to the Sacramento Placerville Transportation Corridor Joint Powers Authority.
Okay. With this, Director Budge, I assume that you're still interested in serving.
yes, I'm happy to do that.
Okay, then we just need a replacement for the former supervisor Natoli for as an alternate. Is there somebody who's interested in serving as the alternate? Okay,
I
Mr.
believe
Hume
I
looks,
serve. I think I
Mr.
serve
Hume
on
looks
this
very
board.
interested.
Well, I think I already serve on this board from my own ranks at the county.
Oh, okay.
And, okay, so let me explain that really works out. Because as it sounds like a lot of nepotism, but anyway, you look at it. I've been the director from RT. Don has been the alternate from RT. Don is the was the director from the board. This got confused because David and I switched roles representing Rancho Cordova that doesn't really have a seat on this board. So if Pat fills this role, he's probably wearing three hats.
Is there a quiz later?
Yeah.
I hope not.
I don't
I
think,
have no doubt Supervisor Hume can wear 3 to 5, 7 hats.
Absolutely.
You're accusing me of having a big head, Mayor.
I'm not saying anything.
If I can serve in both roles, happy to do it.
okay.
Sure.
All right, then sounds like we have a motion for
Absolutely.
Director Hume to fill the alternate position. That was made by Director Budge. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay, I believe it was Ms. Maple got in there. And then is there any comment from the public? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Director Budge,
Yes.
Director Daniels,
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Director Loloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Sing Allen,
Aye.
Director Valenzuela,
Yes.
and Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes with 11 votes.
Next item, please.
So the next item is appointing one board member and one alternate board member to the San Joaquin Joint Powers Authority.
Okay, now currently, I believe you, Mr. Hume, you are on that?
Yes,
And
and I'd like to retain it. I am currently chair and will remain as chair if reappointed by this board.
Okay, and is there anybody interested in fulfilling the alternate role?
I'll do alternate.
Okay. You're also cooperative. Then,
Elk Grove usually is.
so who's willing to make that motion then? Okay,
I'll
the
make
chair
the
will,
motion.
the chair, okay, all right.
I was
Director
just imagining the archway sign that says usually cooperative.
It's coming in neon.
Okay, motion
With
by
usually
Director
underlined.
Kozlowski, and the chair will
Second.
second. Is there any public comment on this?
Yes, Jeffrey Tartagia has his hand up.
Jeffrey, you're up.
Okay, give me a second.
Yes, I tried to get back in because I've been with the other 24 people that have been on the YouTube channel, just listening to what's going on. And it's slightly out of time sync and phase. But my one question I bring back to the board is, because within the next year or two, you're going to have the ACC utilizing the 19th Street. Is that going to make them part of the San Juan corridor? Or is there going to have to be a new representation for the ACC utilizing in Sacramento with RT? I just raised that question and don't know whether, and I don't expect you to answer tonight, but I'm hoping that in the future, reports will come back that will clarify the situation all the way around, as you say, in the new format and with the new leadership. I appreciate more reports than just reports being filed, that you have to wait for the next meeting to go back and look at the minutes to try and read something about what actually occurred, unless they report it. That's my public comment on this, and I believe it pertains to principally the San Joaquin corridor in the new relationship that we'll be building and the new stations, which I believe, Pat Hume, you are very well aware of with Elk Grove in the new station building that is supposed to be going on. And that's my public comment.
All right, thank you very much, Jeffrey. We will strive to be clearer in the future. Appreciate your comments. Any others?
I don't see any other hands up.
Okay, then please call the roll.
Director Budge,
Yes.
Director Daniels,
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Aloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Singh Allen,
Aye.
Director Valenzuela,
Oh, sorry, I lost connection there. Aye, yes.
and Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes with 11 votes.
Next item, please.
The next item, motion appointing one board member to the San Joaquin Regional Rail Commission Stations Development Committee.
Okay, now, Mr. Hume, I believe you have been serving under this role, and I'm assuming you're still interested?
Happy to continue serving.
Okay, then the chair will move that Director Hume be appointed. Is there a second?
There is.
Second.
And we got a second from Vice Chair Jennings. Is there any comments? Any public comments?
I don't see any public comment.
Then please call the roll.
Director Budge,
Yes.
Director Daniels,
Aye.
Director Hume,
Aye.
Director Jennings,
Yes.
Director Kozlowski,
Yes.
Director Laloe,
Aye.
Director Maple,
Aye.
Director Cerna,
Aye.
Director Singh Allen,
Yes.
Director Valenzuela,
Yes.
and Chair Kennedy.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes with 11 votes.
All right, we are moving through. Now we just have two more. These are chair appointments. I've spoken with many of you with varying degrees of interest in serving. So I will, the ad hoc real estate committee, I believe in the past we've had 5 members and it's worked well and fits with Brown Act and all of that. And also more than that, it gets difficult to schedule. So at this point, I've got 4, and that's myself, the vice chair, Linda Budge, Director Kozlowski, and that leaves room for one more if anybody's interested.
I would be interested if nobody else is.
Is that it for everybody?
Unless
Right.
Mayor Singh Allen, you're interested in that.
I got her.
I think there's another
her,
one.
I got her coming next.
Yeah, it's coming up. So
Yeah. Okay.
thank you, though.
All right. Then did you get that, Tabitha?
So I have chair, the vice chair, Director Budge, Kozlowski, Laloe,
That's it.
and that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, next is the Ad hoc Board Composition and Voting Structure Committee. It's a mouthful. So right now I've got Director Kozlowski, Director Singh Allen, Director Budge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Director Daniels, is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's 5. So that gives us I believe, the geographical diversity that we need for that particular one. Go ahead.
I think we might need a county representation. With the 4 jurisdictions and then Valenzuela.
Okay, I'd be glad to do it, or Mr. Hume, if you're interested. I know Mr. Cerna isn't interested.
You and I had talked about it, and I was willing to serve, but I think that my interests and the mayor's are probably aligned, and so my interests are covered with her membership. So if you want to do it, it's yours. Otherwise, I'm happy to do it.
Then you just got appointed. Okay.
I see how that works now.
Yeah. All right. I believe that's the business we have for items under new business. So next item, please. Thank you, everybody, for your cooperation.
Chair Kennedy, this is Olga. I just have a quick question. Who from the city of Sacramento was appointed? Was that Director Valenzuela?
To the second one?
To the second one, yeah.
Director Valenzuela.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we had a city member. Okay, thank you.
That makes 6 people.
Yeah. Do we need an odd number? I mean, we also have Brown Act considerations too. Let's go with the 6. Let's go with the 6 and see how it goes.
Yeah, that was the original structure.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Thank you. All right, next item, please.
The next item is 8.1, the general manager's report.
Hey, good evening and Happy New Year to Canadian members of the board and the public. As we start 2023, I want to begin by welcoming some fresh faces to our board. We have 6 new appointees out of our 11 board members. I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to our new board members. They are Mayor Bobby Shan Allen, Sacramento Council Member Katie Maple, Sacramento Council Member Sean Louis, Central Heights Vice Mayor Brett Daniels, Folsom Council Member Mike Kozlowski, who will be officially appointed tomorrow evening. And while he is no stranger to SAC-RT, he is back in a new role, Sacramento County Supervisor Pat Hume. We're very excited to work with all of you to elevate SAC-RT to new heights. To start my remarks, I would like to acknowledge and thank SAC-RT staff for the tremendous work to start the new year. What has seemed like a never-ending series of storms has led to power outages, downed trains, road damages, and localized flooding. So many staff worked tirelessly to keep the system operational to help get our riders to their destinations while ensuring safety is a top priority. Specifically, during the recent severe storm events, we experienced significant damage to our light rail infrastructure. 36 Great Crossing arms were completely damaged by strong winds. That's the first time in our history. Although we experienced significant infrastructure damage, our light rail maintenance and operation crews worked around the clock for several weeks, responding and making repairs as quickly and safely as possible. As a result, we were able to restore the system to normal quickly and complete an average of 97.4% of our daily scheduled light rail trips so far in January. And our bus team has been phenomenal too in responding to the community's needs. They immediately assisted with the light rail bus bridges to ensure system connectivity. And over the course of the last couple of months, actually, our bus operation team has been coordinating with various city and county staff to ensure our most vulnerable residents and unhoused has access to shelters during the storms. We moved a significant number of individuals to warming centers throughout the region, ensuring they had a safe refuge from the cold, wind, and the rain. On top of the actual coordination, we were also able to keep our cancellations low, despite running bus bridges and having multiple routes impacted by the weather. So on behalf of all of us, I want to thank all staff for the tireless and the extraordinarily effective work. And it has not gone unnoticed by our community leaders and hundreds of thousands riders. Then on to next topic. Before the holiday break, President Biden signed the FY 2023 appropriations package to fund the federal government through September. As part of the omnibus, Congressman Army Bearer was successful in securing $3.6 million to support Sacramento Light Rail Modernization Program. Congressional members are limited to the number of requests they can submit. So we are tremendously honored to have been included in the final package. I want to thank our entire federal delegation for supporting the request, as many funding asks get removed during the appropriations process. The community project funding or federal earmark will support the modernization of our light rail system to increase reliability, encourage ridership, and improve accessibility by installing modern low-floor trains. And speaking of our light rail modernization project, in next 2 weeks, we will receive the first one of 44 new low-floor light rail vehicles being built in Siemens, which is also historical. We will schedule a big celebration and a press conference soon and wish all of you can join. We're also beginning construction on station modifications to meet the requirements of its modern new low-floor light rail trains. Our first station closure will be at the 59th Street station during the weekend of February 4th to 5th, 2023. The 59th Street station is the first light rail station that will be modified for the use of the new low-floor light rail vehicles. After this station is successfully completed, additional stations will be temporarily closed in phases. The current construction schedule estimates that phase 1 of the entire Gold Line will be completed in 18 months. Including the double tracking in the full summer. And while we are making substantial progress on our light rail modernization project, we are receiving great feedback from the community through our bus stop improvement plan. On January 9th, 2023, SAC-RT, in partnership with Civic Threat, published a draft version of the improvement plan for public review. The plan includes a comprehensive list of necessary and desired improvements to bus stops throughout SAC-RT's service areas. SAC-RT has been working in partnership with Civic Threat on the project since early last year, 2022, conducting bus stop assessments and fully engaging with the community in the planning process. The comment period is open through February 3rd, and once finalized, it will better position SAC-RT to apply and secure grant funding to implement these improvements. Then next, I want to encourage SAC-RT riders to try out SAC-RT's new bus tracker app. The app uses GPS technology to provide real-time information on the arrival times and the locations of fixed routes buses. With SAC-RT Bus Tracker, you can sign up for real-time notifications, favorite routes or stops, and receive emails and text messages about your bus at specified times. I hope this app, which become available in the App Store and on Google Play, will help improve the rider experience, and we look forward to receiving feedback. So to conclude my remarks, I would like to share some lovely photos of SAC-RT participating in the Martin Luther King Jr. March. SAC-RT celebrated the life and legacy of Dr. King with thousands of community partners and recognized the profound impact of the civil rights leader. SAC-RT assisted with the shuttle services for the march and helped transport hundreds of individuals. I just want to conclude my remarks by leaving you with a quote from Dr. King. "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." Thank you. And that concludes my remarks. Get back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Henry. Very informative. And I have to tell you, I am thrilled with the Bus Tracker app. So I've been wanting that for years. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any comments or questions regarding Mr. Lee's presentation?
If you will, Chair, I
Yes,
just want to say to Mr. Lee and all of RT employees, having the bus at the Martin Luther King March is one of the most significant things that happens in Sacramento every single year. For people to go back in history and get on the same bus that Rosa Parks was able to get on, and to be able to go through or get the feeling of what she went through is something that's really, really important, especially to those the pain and suffering of discrimination and racism during that period of time. So I just really want to thank you for making that happen every single year. I want to thank you for providing rides back and forth between Sac City College and in the Oak Park Community Center and to other places that people need to get transportation. You guys are a vital part of that march, and I just want to thank you for the efforts in making it happen.
Thank you, Vice Chair Jennings. Couldn't agree more. Is any other board member? I know that I believe we do have at least one member of the public.
Mr. Chair, can I just add one more comment? I just want to thank our union partners for the extraordinary partnership in the last, multiple contract negotiations. We worked together so, respectfully and address, our differences in a very professional way. And I know some of our union reps are here. I just want to share our great appreciation to them, ASME, ATU, and other unions.
Thank you. Okay, I believe Jeffrey Tartagia has his hand up.
I was just going to make the comment that several members of the MAC Mobile Accessibility Committee went and saw this first bus that Henry is talking about of light rail, got a preview of it and to see what it was like. I still will turn around like every time I will find something that I think needs to be improved, but it is a remarkable to look at and to see. I hope that it's going to have Wi-Fi ability in it for this statewide system. But it is remarkable to look at and see. And a lot of things have been addressed. And it seems like there is a good possibility. I'm hoping for the next 30 years that it will be as reliable as the previous Siemens vehicles were and have been. And that's my public comment. I do want to, again, as transit ambassador, encourage that for the new members, please reach out and let your constituents know that we need better public transportation funding and revenue so we can do the things that need to be done in Sacramento to have a robust public transportation system. And that's my comment here. And thank you, Lee, for putting me forward and reminding me of the things that need to happen once again. And that's my close.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Appreciate your time. Any other members of the public?
I don't see any other hands up.
Okay, then that takes us to reports, ideas, and questions from directors. Are there any? Seeing or hearing none, I will say, welcome to our new board members. It's nice to have fresh eyes, looking at what we do, and it's great to see you here. And Director Hume, I expect you to return your plaque.
I haven't got it to him yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was waiting for him to return.
Okay. Then if there's, I believe Mr. Cerna has his hand up.
Yes, thank you. Just one quick note of thanks to Henry and his staff. I don't know about the rest of the directors, but I've certainly got in the all too frequent habit, so of my staff, being able to take constituent concerns as it relates to our transit system, kind of immediately hand them off to Henry and some of his senior staff members, and they've just been doing an outstanding job, and I just think it deserves public acknowledgement. And just want to say, please keep up the great work. You're doing great things, Mr. Lee, to help us be responsive to those we represent.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you very much. Well stated, Mr. Cerna. Any others? Ms. Valenzuela.
Oh, yes. I just wanted to add my kudos to Henry and his team. They were so helpful and responsive when the city and county were organizing those shelters for the storms and getting bus service from City Hall and other locations to ensure people could get to safety as quickly as they could. So, Henry, I just want to, as always, applaud you and your team for being so responsive and helping set that up so we could keep people safe during those storms those last couple of weeks. So, really applaud you and your team, and also the service and the pickup and everything they were doing to keep the line safe while the storms were going on so people could get where they needed to go. It was just incredible. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well stated. Anyone else? All right. Then with that, I believe we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody, and you have a good evening.
Good night, all.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good job, Chair.
Thank you.
Good job, Chair.
Thank you, sir.